Hello, everyone, and welcome to the One Man Renegade Podcast YouTube channel. I'm your host, the Honorable Greg B, and it is Monday, so that means it's my Monday, and it's time for show off some of my collections. And today we are wrapping things up for my Nintendo Switch collection. It's been a few weeks that we've been going through this. If you have missed any of the episodes, check them out up there. And as while you're at it, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, share this with everyone you've ever known or ever will known. Hit the thumbs up if you really need to. Hit the thumbs down, and head on down to the comments below and let me know what you didn't like about the video. Maybe you have some questions or talk about some of the video games I have, or talk about some of the games you have, or have some comments on some of the games. I don't know, whatever you want to do. And as you're headed down there, in the description field, you can check out some links to my blog, my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my podcast, which that's what the P stands for in this. So I do have a podcast. That's true. There's also a link if you want to get one of these mats. But let's get going. We got a bunch of games to go through, to wrap things up. First up, we got Team Sonic Racing. So obviously, Sonic kind of compared to Mario. There's always been the Mario Kart games that have been super popular. The Sonic has done a few different racing games in itself. This is its latest attempt. Picked it up. It wasn't too expensive. Haven't played it yet. I've heard decent things about it, but obviously, I feel like Mario Kart's kind of the standard. So yeah, I don't know. I'll check it out at some point, but yeah. All right. Next up, The End Is Nigh. So this game is notoriously hard, and yeah. I don't really know what to say about it. Other than I played it, and I really can't do much about it. But it also comes with this random little goober thingy. I don't know, and a instruction manual, which not a lot of games come with instruction manual these days, so that's always cool. But yeah, decent game, just super tough. Next up, we got another limited run games, The Escapist, the complete edition. Don't know too much about this. Again, I believe this was one I kind of just picked up as I was going for something else and was like, this seems cool, so I'll pick it up. Kind of got that old school aesthetic to it. I'm not sure, not too much about it. But it seems like a cool game, so I grabbed it. In terms of resale value, there's not a ton. Maybe a little bit more than what I got it at, but okay. Now, next up is The Messenger. Now, this is a game I already have the digital version of. So I picked when I saw they're doing a physical version. I was like, I gotta check this out. From Special Reserve Games, cool packaging, cool everything. But again, yeah, I've already played it, the digital version. So when I picked it up, I kind of got it more as a collector's item. A cool game, kind of Ninja Gaiden-esque. It's going for about $75, so not bad. I don't remember what I paid for it. Maybe 30, 40, something like that. So definitely a collector's version, and more so than anything else. Next up, I'll just do these games together. We got This Is the Police 1 and 2. These are interesting games. Like, you're a police officer and you have to send out dispatch people to crimes and stuff, but then you get offered stuff and bribes and all sorts of stuff. They're kind of fun, mindless entertainment too. They're pretty simple games too, but they're fun. Yeah, and then they did the sequel, which more of the same. Fun games. Check them out if you want to. Next up, Tiny Barbarian DX. This was kind of one of the first games that came out. It was like just kind of like I was scrolling, wanted some more games, so I picked up this one. It's okay, nothing amazing. It was pretty cheap on Amazon, I think, so I just grabbed it for the sake of having another game to play. So there you go, Tiny Barbarian. This is the DX version, so I'm guessing there was something added to this one or whatever. But yeah, I feel like this is on pretty much every system. So yeah. All right, next up, Toe Jam and Earl coming back to your systems. Yeah, limited run, new Toe Jam and Earl game. Yeah, I picked it up. I mean, obviously, I remember the Toe Jam and Earl games from back in the day on the Genesis. So I was like, I gotta get it. I didn't particularly love the Toe Jam and Earl games necessarily, but just the fact that it kind of reminded me from back in the day of Toe Jam and Earl. I was like, I gotta get it. It'll be fun, nostalgic. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, obviously, but yeah, limited run. Again, it wasn't one of the bigger ones. That I mean, people weren't clamoring for it. I don't think so. It doesn't have too much resale value or anything like that, but still fun to have. Toe Jam and Earl. All right. Next up, we got Toihu Kabuto 5 Burst Battle. Yeah, I honestly don't know anything about this game. I saw that it was like $5 on Amazon, and I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know what this is. So I picked it up. Haven't played it. Don't know anything about it. No idea. But yeah, sure. Burst Battle 5. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, at some point maybe I'll check it out. All right, next up we got Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. So yeah, the No More Heroes was the kind of a big big deal on the Wii. From what I remember, I believe there was a version on PS3 also. Played them here and there, and then they did this version, which was kind of a different take on it, and kind of a I don't know what to call it, kind of like a side version of the game. Like supposedly you're gonna do a full-on No More Heroes game again, but I don't know. It's okay. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't played this version. I played a digital version of it. I picked it up though, so I was like, all right, I'll check it out. I don't know. Not much to say about it, but it is what it is. All right, this one. This is an interesting one because limited run. Turok and Turok 2 got released on the Switch, digital versions, and then limited run decided to do some physical versions. Now you could buy just Turok, you could just buy Turok 2, or you could buy them together. I decided I'll buy them together. Made sense to me. I forget how much I paid for it. Might have been $50 or something. Might have been 60. I don't remember. But I was like, yeah, they're cool games. I'll check them out. I haven't played them since back in the N64. But now this is $150. It's going for $150. So now I'm like, yeah, is it worth opening? I could play these games other places with, I mean, they didn't do too much to them. It's not like they're remastered or, well, I mean, I guess maybe they're remastered, but they're not like remakes or anything like that. They're just the game's kind of graphically updated and for the Switch. So I don't know. Like I'm very torn. Like $150, is it worth opening? At the same time, I don't know. They're cool games. I don't know. So, but that's definitely a cool one. I'm glad I got the dual pack. I don't know how well the ones do separately. They might be doing all right too, but I had to pick it up. I was like, Turok, come on. All right, Ultra Street Fighter 2. The final challenge is up next. This is one of the earlier games that came on the Switch, and it's Street Fighter, so I was like, I had to get it, but ultimately, it's not great. I mean, it's just Street Fighter 2 with a couple more bells and whistles, but it's like once the anniversary edition came out, like, and I mean, they have Evil Ryu and Violent Ken, fine, but once the anniversary came out with all of the different versions of Street Fighter 2 and stuff, and all different versions of Street Fighter, I was like, yeah, that's more interesting than this. This is kind of just a rehash of the original game with a couple new things on it. And it's like, it's fine. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but once the compilation one came out, I was like, yeah, why would I ever play this again? I'm just going to play that. There you go. Next up, I don't even want to talk about this game. I don't know what happened in this game. I don't know what happened with this game. I don't know what 2K was doing. I don't know what happened. I was really looking forward to this game, having a portable, full-on WWE 2K game. Was going to be fun and awesome, and then I got it and tried to play a tag match. I played a regular match. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. The entrances were all screwed up, and then I tried to play a tag match or something, or a fatal 4-way or something, and it was just, yeah, this game is unplayable. It was terrible. Luckily, I didn't pay full price for it. I got kind of a deal on it when it came out, but I got it pretty early on, and I was really disappointed. Obviously, they haven't tried it again. I don't know if they ever will. And I mean, as far as, I mean, based off what 2K20 was, even for the Xbox and PS4, and that game was awful. I don't know what they're doing. Now they're not even having one this year. They're doing like a completely different like offshoot game. I don't know. But hopefully in the future they can get back on track and maybe do a Switch version. Next up, Wild Guns Reloaded. Obviously Wild Guns is an old game for, was it on the Super Nintendo, I think, originally, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is a cool version. It came with a keychain and everything. So yeah, cool game. Fun game from back in the day, but obviously, you know, redone for the Switch. Nothing too crazy they added. I mean, reloaded, but it's just like an updated version. It's not like a remade version. Next up, we got another limited run game, Windjammers. So from back in the day, I want to say this was on, I forget what system this originally was on. It was obviously in the arcade too, but Limited Run did a version of it for the, and I think they're doing a Windjammers 2? I don't know if Limited Run is doing it, but I feel like they're gonna release a Limited Run or Windjammers 2. I'm not 100% sure, but had to pick this up. Cool game. Next up, we got Yuki's Island Express. Again, I don't really know too much about this. It was really cheap on Amazon, so I was like, yeah, seems like a cool game. I'll grab it. There it is. Nothing really to say about that, but then follow that up, we got Yoshi's Crafted World. Obviously, you know, Yoshi kind of, these games are kind of more for kids. They're kind of Kirby-like, but they're fun. They could be fun. And obviously, Kirby is a iconic character from, you know, Super Mario World, I think was when he was first in. So, fun game. Nothing too crazy about it. They're kind of following up on the Woolly World that was out on the Wii U. So, there you go. And then we'll finish things off with the Zeldas. Now, if you have a Switch and don't have Zelda Breath of the Wild, yeah, I don't know what you're doing. Now, the problem with this game is, and you know, I'm a big fan of Zelda from back in the day, like the original Zelda on Nintendo. But it was a lot. It was fun, but like there was at least like some structure and like linearness to it. Whereas once you got into the N64 ones, it was a lot more broad and spread out, but still understandable. This one just like, here you are, go do a bunch of stuff. And it's like, holy crap. And then, I've spent a lot of time on this game and gotten pretty much nowhere, which is crazy. Which is kind of frustrating, though, because it's like, oh, I've been playing this game for hours and hours and hours, and I feel like I haven't done anything. So it's like, then it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? And it's like, I don't know. This one harkened back more to the old school original Zelda days, Link's Awakening. Obviously, this was originally a Game Boy game, which then got an upgrade version for the DX, our DX version, or whatever it was called, for the Game Boy Color, and then they redid it, reimagining, redone version for the Switch. Really cool game. I never played it on the Game Boy, I'll be honest, or the Game Boy Color. So to play it on the Switch is kind of cool. I've been playing a little bit. I haven't finished it or anything, but played it for a little bit. Still going, still playing it. I'll beat it eventually, but yeah, definitely cool. So there you go. Those are finishing off my Nintendo Switch. Hopefully you've enjoyed me going through my collection. Still more to come. I'm obviously not done collecting for the Switch or anything like that. There'll definitely, I'm knocking over my camera again. There'll definitely be more games, and I'll probably have to do a follow-up at some point. But before we go, one last little accessory. This is a game case holder. It's kind of cool. Holds a bunch of games. It also can hold your extra memory cards too if you need to. But yeah, pick these up. It's got Zelda Breath of the Wild branding. I don't know if there's different ones of these, but this is the one I found on Amazon. So there you go. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, I'll be back next week with something new, some new collection, I don't know. But we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share, all that fun stuff, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.